The Creeper, Origin and Full Explanation. The Creeper is a central figure in the Jeepers Creepers film series, a monstrous entity that embodies fear and horror. Here is an in-depth exploration of its origins, mythology, characteristics, and role in the films. Origins and nature of the Creeper. Mythological background. The Creeper is an ancient, demonic creature that has existed for centuries, possibly millennia. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, with hints that it may be a product of dark supernatural forces or an ancient curse. Unlike traditional demons or monsters, the Creeper has a unique and cyclical method of sustenance and regeneration. Feeding cycle. The Creeper emerges every 23 years for 23 days to feed on human beings. This cycle is integral to its survival. During this period, it hunts humans to consume specific body parts which it then uses to regenerate and enhance its own body. This process not only heals its wounds but also grants it new abilities, making it a more formidable predator with each feeding cycle. Physical appearance. In its true form, the Creeper has a grotesque, humanoid appearance with leathery, bat-like wings, sharp claws, and a monstrous visage. Its skin is tough and scarred, indicative of its many battles and the many victims it has consumed. It often wears a long, tattered trench coat and a wide-brimmed hat, which helps it blend into human society to some extent. Hunting methods and abilities. Enhanced senses. The Creeper possesses heightened senses, allowing it to detect its prey from great distances. It can smell fear and recognize specific individuals by their scent. Its eyes, which it can replace with those of its victims, grant it exceptional vision and the ability to see in the dark. Supernatural abilities. The Creeper can fly using its large, bat-like wings, making it an efficient and terrifying aerial predator. It exhibits extraordinary strength and agility, far beyond human capabilities. Its regenerative powers mean it can recover from almost any injury by consuming the appropriate body parts. Psychological tactics. The Creeper is not just a brute force, it employs psychological warfare to terrorize its victims. It often plays with its prey, creating an atmosphere of dread before striking. It enjoys instilling fear, as it seems to feed off the terror it causes. Lair and trophies. The lair. The Creeper's lair is a dark, subterranean hideout filled with the remnants of its past victims. It is often depicted as a macabre nest, with walls adorned with skeletal remains and body parts. This lair serves as a place for the Creeper to rest, regenerate, and plan its hunts. Trophy collection. The Creeper keeps trophies from its victims, often integrating their body parts into its own form. It displays a morbid fascination with its prey, creating grotesque artworks from their remains. These trophies are not only mementos but also serve as a way for the Creeper to remember and savor its hunts. Real-life inspirations and similarities. Urban legends and folklore. The Creeper's characteristics, such as its ancient origins, predatory nature, and ability to regenerate, are reminiscent of various mythical creatures and urban legends. For instance, the Wendigo from Native American folklore shares similarities with the Creeper in terms of cannibalistic tendencies and regenerative abilities. Other inspirations might include tales of demonic entities or supernatural predators that haunt isolated areas and prey on humans. Real-life crime influence. Director Victor Salva has mentioned that the opening scene of Jeepers Creepers was inspired by a real-life incident. This incident involved a 1990s case where a brother and sister, driving through rural Michigan, witnessed a man disposing of what they initially thought was a body wrapped in a sheet. This real-life incident formed the basis of the siblings' discovery of the Creeper's lair in the first film. Mysterious disappearances. The notion of people vanishing in remote areas without a trace is a recurring theme in both real life and horror fiction. While the creeper itself is not real, the fear of unknown predators and the anxiety of unexplained disappearances add a layer of realism to the narrative. The reality behind the creeper's creator. It's worth noting that the creator of Jeepers Creepers, Victor Sulver, has a controversial past. In 1988, Sulver was convicted of sexual misconduct with a minor and possession of child pornography. This dark chapter in his life has overshadowed his career and brought significant criticism to the Jeepers Creepers franchise. While this information is not directly related to the inspiration behind the creeper, it is part of the broader context of the film series history. Similar real-life horror stories. While the creeper itself is not based on a single real-life entity, there are numerous real-life horror stories that share thematic elements. The Axeman of New Orleans. A real-life serial killer who terrorized New Orleans in the early 20th century, the Axeman of New Orleans broke into homes and murdered residents with an axe. The killer was never caught, and the mystery surrounding their identity adds a chilling real-life parallel to fictional horror villains. The Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, the Gruber family in Hinterkaifeck, Germany, was brutally murdered on their farm. The case remains unsolved, and the eerie details, such as strange noises and footprints leading to the house, make it one of the most unsettling real-life horror stories. Cropsey urban legend. The urban legend of Cropsey, a boogeyman-like figure said to kidnap children in Staten Island, New York, was terrifyingly linked to real-life child abductions and the case of Andre Rand, a convicted kidnapper and suspected serial killer. Conclusion. While the creeper is a fictional creation, its roots in urban legends, real-life incidents, and the human fascination with the unknown give it a sense of realism that enhances its horror. The combination of folklore, eerie true events, and the unsettling nature of unsolved mysteries all contribute to the character's enduring appeal in the horror genre.